Everyone is talking about ChatGPT ads right now. OpenAI just announced they are starting showing ads to 900 million users. And yeah, that's a big deal. But on the other hand, Google is playing a completely different game. And honestly, they might win. So in this video, I'm gonna break down what's actually happening with Gemini's and Google's AI advertising strategy, why I think they have an unfair advantage over OpenAI, and what you can do right now to position yourself to win before most people even realize what's going on. Before I explain why Google might dominate AI advertising, you need to understand the situation they're in right now. Because on the surface, it looks like they're losing, right? But that's not the full picture. You know, ChatGPT is the biggest AI engine. They have over 900 million users per week. And Samatman says a third of the world will use it by 2030. You know, that's an insane growth. And Google sees this. They see people preferring this clean layout over scrolling through 10 blue links and a bunch of ads just to find what they're looking for. Whether that's a product, a service, it doesn't matter. This looks so much cleaner, right? In that perspective, Google's entire business model is built on these ads. For example, in the third quarter of 2025 alone, Google made $74 billion from advertising. Just the search business brought in $56 billion. And this is just one quarter. It's just third quarter. So when you move to AI results where people, get their answers instantly without clicking anything, that's a threat to their whole game. That's a threat to their whole business. And studies show that AI overviews cause a 61% drop in organic click-through rates and 68% drop in paid click-through rates on Google. That's terrifying if you are Google, because every AI answer that keeps someone from clicking could be costing you money. But interestingly, Google is not backing down. They are going all in on AI anyway. And they have figured out how to monetize it. Because Google has actually some massive advantages over OpenAI. And when you understand this, you will see why I think Gemini Ads opportunity might be even bigger than ChatGPT. Now let me explain why Google is actually in a stronger position than OpenAI for AI advertising. First, they already have your data. Like, think about it. Google has your Gmail account, your Drive account, your search history, YouTube, Maps, calendar, contacts, like everything. They've been collecting this for 2 decades or 20 years. And ChatGPT only knows what you have told it in conversations. Like, that's it. And when it comes to ad targeting, having that complete picture of someone's life is an insane advantage. Google can serve you an ad in Gemini based on an email you received yesterday, or a location you visited last week, or a video you watched this morning, for example. It's all combined. And second, Google is already the king of advertising. Like, around 65% of businesses worldwide rely on Google Ads for their pay-per-click campaigns. Like, they're number one on pay-per-click. So they have the infrastructure, the advertiser relationships, the auction systems, everything already built in and running. On the other hand, OpenAI is starting from zero because they have no built-in systems ready to run ads. They just hire people from Meta to figure out how to do this. Google has been doing this since early 2000s. And third, the Gemini app has now over 650 million monthly active users. Yeah, it's slower than ChatGPT, but don't forget the things I explained you earlier. This is just a standalone app, by the way. Gemini is also baked in Google search through AI reviews, which now has more than 1.5 billion users. And it is the default assistant on Android phones like Gmail, Google Docs, everything. When you buy an Android phone, this distribution is something OpenAI can't match, honestly. Okay, so we explained that Google has serious advantages here. What should you do to actually get ready for this? First, you need to rank organically in AI results first. Because when ads roll out fully, you want two positions. One is organic, the other one is paid. And the more is the better. So you need to focus on creating content that actually answers specific questions your target audience could ask. Make sure your product data is clean and structured. Get mentioned on authoritative sites that AI models trust, like Reddit. And step 2, you need to study what's working in ChatGPT ads. Because ChatGPT ads is gonna start before Gemini ads. That means there will be live data on what's working in AI advertising. What formats are performing, what copy angles resonate, what kind of products get recommended, how are competitors positioning themselves. This intelligence is valuable because a lot of it will transfer to Gemini. The user behavior, the psychology, it's all the same. So learning what works on ChatGPT ads will give you a head start on Gemini. And 3, you need to move fast. And I cannot stress this enough. The window for early mover advantage is small. Big companies are slow. They have committees, approval processes, legal reviews. They see new platforms as risky, and they wait for proven ROI before they commit a budget. So that hesitation is basically your opportunity. So if you're a small or medium-sized business, you can test and iterate faster than those companies. You can figure out what works while they're still having meetings. Now everything I just said sounds great, but actually executing on this is hard. Tracking competitive ads across multiple ad platforms, figuring out what's working, creating ads that fit these new formats. That's exactly why I'm building something to solve this. AdConvo is the first platform specifically built for advertising. We have two main goals. First is competitive intelligence. So right now, there is zero visibility into what's working on ChatGPT ads or Gemini. Like there is no ad library. There is no way to see what competitors are running. And AdConvo solves this. We will track ads across all major AI platforms like ChatGPT, Gemini, Perplexity, Claude, and you will be able to see what competitors are running, what formats they are using, how long their ads have been live, what landing page they are driving to, things like that. So you will have competitive advantage. And second, ad creation tools. You will be able to generate ad copy specifically optimized for these platforms. And you will say exactly what questions your customers are asking AI assistants and create ads that show up for those moments. If you want to be ready, you can join the AdConvo waitlist. It's the first link in the description. You will get early access before we launch publicly, and also a free trial to test it yourself. Honestly, this is the kind of opportunity that comes around maybe once a decade, like Facebook ads in 2012, Google ads in 2000. Now it's AI advertising. You can join the waitlist, link is in the description, and I will see you in the next video.